Good evening, Northern Colorado. This is Kilo Delta Zero Tango Yankee Uniform. My name is Joe. I'm located in Lubbock, and I'll be net control for this evening's Northern Colorado Amateur Radio Club Net. The purpose of net is to provide a forum for announcements of amateur radio-related events. A meeting time on the air to encourage social interaction between club members and also to provide you a point of contact for club board members. This net may be interrupted at any time for emergencies or priority traffic. If you need to use the system for an emergency during the net, please say the word break, give your call sign. We will acknowledge and suspend the net until you advise us that you are clear. Are there any emergency or priority traffic at this time? All licensed amateur radio operators with 70-centimeter privileges are encouraged to check into the net. Of course, club membership is encouraged, but never required to be able to participate. This net will begin as a directed net and then shift into an open net. There will be opportunities with stations with equipment for sale to announce those particular items, and check-in is requested for the purpose of counting participation, and no checkout is required. Once all stations have checked in, net control will ask club board members if they have any announcements, and then we'll call for any other announcements from any other operators. Please be courteous once the formal part of the net is over and allow check-ins, or allow break-ins from other stations to be part of the conversation. When checking in, please give your call sign slowly using the ITU phonetic alphabet. This evening we've had 17 early check-ins. I'll now call for check-ins from club board members. Club board members who have not checked in earlier, please call now.
Good evening to the net. Kilo 8 Golf Echo Echo, Jerry in Fort Collins.
Good evening, Jerry. Welcome. Anyone else want to check in for tonight's club net? Club members, or club board members, if you have not checked in, please call.
November 7, Golf Echo Sierra, Kevin in Fort Collins. I have no traffic this evening.
Thank you for that, Kevin. I appreciate that. Anyone else? Any club board members, please check in. Okay, we'll now call for check-ins from club members. Club members who've not checked in earlier, please call now.
Kilo Echo Zero, November Yankee Tango, Jason in Fort Collins.
Yankee Zero, Delta Delta Zulu, Dave in Greeley.
Well, K5, Dave. Jason, how you doing?
Kilo 5, Bravo Bravo Charlie, Lafayette.
You doubled with K5 BBC, Joe.
Yeah, hang on here just a minute. Jason, how you doing tonight?
KEO NYT, this is Jason, doing good tonight. Greetings to you.
Greetings to you, too. Thanks, Dave. What's new?
Well, same old, same old. I went and did some playing with flying some aircraft with Bart and Pete. It was a good time.
Good. Appreciate that. K5 BBC, what was the name? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Hey, Joe. It's Phil. Just on the Echolink tonight. I'm taking care of our friend's dogs down here in Lafayette.
Oh, you sounded good, Phil. Thanks so much for checking in. I appreciate that. Anyone else? Let's just open this up to anybody. Club members, visitors, whoever wants to check in, please call.
This is
Yankee, Bart in Evans with November 0, Quebec, X-ray, Quebec, Gene. Good evening.
Good evening to N0NYY and N0QXQ. How you doing, Bart?
I am doing magnifical. I just had a great time. Pete, I really appreciate coming up here, and Dave, and we've been out flying, and that was my first helicopter flight of the season, and that was just an awesome time. I'm on top of the world. Thanks, you guys.
Well, good. Anyone else want to check in for tonight's Club Net, please call.
KD0, WBC, Kilo Delta 0, Whiskey Bravo Charlie Pete, mobile.
I think it was KD0WBC. What's the name, please?
That's me, I'm mobile.
Okay, didn't catch the name, sorry.
The name is Pete Joe, his Papa Echo Tango Echo, W0DDZ.
Got it, Dave. Thanks so much. Anyone else want to check in for tonight's Club Net, please call.
Kilo 0, Echo Victor.
K0EV. What's the name, please?
Eric.
Oh, I'm sorry, Eric. I should have known that. Thanks so much. How you doing?
No problem. I should have told you. I'm doing pretty good. Actually, let's see, last Saturday morning on 2-meter sideband worked into New Mexico with a pretty low antenna, so I was having fun.
So cool, so cool. Well, thank you, sir, for checking in. Anyone else want to check in, please call.
This is Kilo Echo 0, Oscar X-ray Victor, Scott in Fort Collins.
KD0's OXV. Scott, how you doing?
Hey, good tonight, Joe. How about yourself?
Oh, can't complain. Can't complain. No one's listening anyway, so can't complain. Just looking at tomorrow's schedule. I'm not looking forward to tomorrow. But anyway, that's what happened. Anyone else want to check in for tonight's net, please call.
Good evening. Kilo Echo 0, Kilo Bravo Sierra, Dean and Evans.
KD0KBS, how is Dean doing?
Oh, fair to partly, I think. Finally, I think I got my Hustler tuned where it's usable. Still having problems with 40. But if weather holds up good tomorrow, I'm going to try and do the 12 and 17 meter mod to it.
So cool. Good idea. Thank you very much. Anyone else want to check in for tonight's Club Net, please call. Let's go one more time. This is KD0TYU, net control for this evening's Northern Colorado Amateur Radio Club Net. Looking for check-ins for our net, please call. Okay. Let's continue on. Let's see. We had a bunch of people. Darren, KC0ZIE, do you got anything for us this evening?
No, nothing for the net. KC0ZIE.
Thank you much. KC0KN, what do you got for us this evening, James?
Well, good evening, Joe, and the net. I want to thank everybody for their patience of my absence from the club net for the last couple of months. I finally graduated my level 3 CW class, which was a conflicting event with the club net, so I am back. A couple of quick items for everybody. We did get the 224840 repeater back on the air at Buckhorn. However, now that everything else is new and working, the antenna itself, I believe, is bad. So it is not really usable at this point. However, I am building a new antenna, and we'll get that up there very soon, and that should return that repeater to the air. Let me reset here. While we were up there, we were able to successfully add the power amplifier to the 146-625 and double check the 625 and the 700 prior to Skywarn season. The 625 was outputting about 17 watts. It is now outputting 70 watts, so it should be heard a little better throughout the area there. Things are looking pretty good on those repeaters, and like I said, we'll get the 22484 back up. At the Horsetooth site, we were able to get as everyone probably knows, the 447-275, this repeater. The antenna was relocated to the other side of the tower and pointed properly. And I believe, for the most part, the report is much better. We got almost all the work done up there except retrieving an antenna. Reset one more time. There is still one VHF antenna unused on that tower that we need to retrieve to be in complete compliance with our new contract with Crown Castle there. So got a little too cold, too long, too windy, so that'll be the next trip, as well as clean it up. I think I sent a note to the members. The 145-115 does have some issues. It's not putting out the proper power, and it's definitely not hearing as well as it should. That is on the list for the next visit to see what's going on. It's definitely usable, but it's not quite as up to par as it should be, so that'll be the next trip there. And the Greeley repeater, 146-850, we took a power bump or something out at Greeley yesterday that brought the repeater off the air. It also kind of scrambled the brains of our network router out there. Thanks to Greg N0 EMP and Wayne 80KE for running out there today, resetting all the breakers, fixing things up, and I sent a new router out there. That's all back on the air and repaired, and the old router's coming back for reflashing. I'm sure it'll be savable. So that site is back on the air. Let me reset here. I got a long list tonight. Okay, so per the vote at the last club meeting, we were able to buy KB0NE's Yaesu FTM 100. That is in my possession. I am trying to schedule a time to get to Budweiser Event Center to pull the interface that's currently attached to the repeater down. As soon as I grab that, we'll be able to put this FTM 100 and that interface up at CSU, tied to the internet, and finally fix the Wires X capability of the Budweiser repeater once and for all. So that is pending and coming soon. And I think next on the list, I have decided, and I've discussed with the board, we've agreed, Loveland Repeater Association is kind enough to temporarily host us. We are going to put the 224-520 repeater that used to be on Horsetooth up on Namaqua Hill outside of Loveland and let everyone test it. I'm not 100% sure that the noise problem we had at Horsetooth, I never really identified and found a cause for that. So we're going to put it up here, get it up on a hill that's real easy to access, and let it burn in a little bit, let everybody try it. I will send an announcement out as soon as that's on the air, but that should be very soon. And we'll get all the bugs worked out of that, and once that is done, it will move to our new repeater site that we're still working on. I think the last item on the list is just the Horsetooth and Buckhorn cabinet cleanup rewiring projects that I'm going to schedule this spring. There'll be no functional changes, just a cleanup label and document project that we'll have a bigger team go up with. And I will try and schedule those per request or two I got via email on a weekend instead of a weekday. Typically, as I explained to a few folks, we try to do Horsetooth on weekdays because the trail system up there is so busy with bikers and hikers that it's difficult and in an interruption to everybody to go up and down there. But we will make those cleanup projects on a weekend so that more people can come up and enjoy. The last item I had was a special thanks to all the folks that... Time to my own HT out there. Last thing was a thanks to all of the folks that have helped on all these projects and the trips they've made with us up to the repeater sites. To continue work, and I look forward to some of our new folks that are interested in visiting coming with us for future visits. So thank you all for that. Let me stop for a minute, ask if there's any questions before I send it back to Joe. Okay, I have successfully tired everyone of listening to me, so that's it for tonight. Thanks everybody for everything, and back to you, Joe, KI0KN. Thanks for the time.
KAGE, Jerry, did you have anything for us this evening?
No, Joe, I didn't have anything for the net this evening. Kilo 8 Golf Echo Echo.
Okay, I've got one small announcement. We are doing a collaboration. Northern Colorado Amateur Radio Club and the World Amateur Radio Society is doing a collaboration on a repeater project. And the WARS repeater will be moved sometime soon. I'm still waiting for the contract. To LaSalle Tower. Now that doesn't really have anything to do with NCARC, but what we've decided is that we can possibly maybe take the UNC repeater down and use the LaSalle Tower for WARS with a microwave link to that. And it will give us more coverage for Skywarn or anything else that we have, any type of emergencies for that. That is in negotiation right now. Both clubs have kind of approved it with their boards, and so we're basically just waiting for that. Is there any questions of me or anybody else on the board? Please call now. Further news on that as we move along here. I don't know much about what we're going to be doing, but we did discuss that last night. KD0UJK, you had something for us, Steve.
Yeah, this is KD0UJK. Just another reminder about the Skywarn training on the 24th of March, starting at 8:30. It'll be at the Police Services Building at 2221 South Timberline. Like I said, it'll start at 8:30, and then we'll get out of there probably around 2 or 3, somewhere around there, because there will be some airy stuff to go along with the Skywarn training. Any questions, please call now.
KE0NYT with a question. Do we need to bring anything for that training in terms of radios, otherwise just a pencil and a pad?
bring your heavenly body. That's all you really need.
Thank you.
Okay, hearing no more questions, back to net show.
For late check-ins, call now.
You doubled with Steve on that last one, Joe.
Go ahead, Steve.
No, I was just giving it back to you.
By the way, we might want to mention this too. We are going to be starting quarterly Aries meetings. They'll be at the same place over at the police station over there in Fort Collins, and we'll be announcing those dates at that particular meeting. And those will just be maybe a 2-hour little show or something like that. So stay tuned, I guess you could say it. Does anybody else have any announcements or questions for the net? Please call.
BDZ.
Go ahead, Dave.
Just real quick, I wanted to let everybody know that this Monday's topic for the next TechNet is going to be weather and how it affects radios and propagation. So it should be a pretty interesting net. So tune in Monday. And if you do end up missing one of the TechNets, they are on the YouTube channel, which you can get to from our website. There is a link there on the homepage. Thank you, and back to net, W0DDZ.
Thanks for that, Dave. Any other questions, comments on that?
KI0 can.
Go ahead, James.
You know, I just wanted to take a quick moment. I know there's a lot of people doing a lot of things for the club and the better good of our community, whole. But the one person that's really put just a ton of time in and produced a product that's really exposing our club in a positive light is Dave, W0DDZ, with all his videos and YouTube channel. So I just wanted to send a quick public thank you on behalf of myself and the club to Dave. On top of everyone else that does everything, he's really done a tremendous job with that. So thank you, Dave, and look forward to continuing the great work. KI0 can. Back to you, Joe.
Any other comments or questions, please call. Okay, all right. In our event here, anyone else got anything for sale, or they just got to have something, or they just got to have something? Please call now.
You had a double, Joe.
Okay, who'd I double with?
0 NYY.
Go ahead, Bart.
I want to echo the thanks to Dave for his work with the club and the videos and YouTube and all that. I know that's a lot of work and a lot of time and obviously a lot of skill and talent going into that, and thanks, Dave.
Anything else for the net, please call. Okay, well, this will conclude North Colorado Amateur Radio Club Net. We had 29 people, and it lasted 24 minutes. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining us this evening. And if there's no other business for the net, the repeater is open for general use. Everybody have a pleasant evening. KD0TYU clear.
This presentation was brought to you by the Northern Colorado Amateur Radio Club. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.